Welcome back to ARC Florida. And this week we are checking in with our hometown hero who took an 18-day, 7,000-mile cross-country journey on his Harley Davidson to raise money for more than a dozen Delray Beach nonprofits. I'm so happy to have Chuck Howelberg joining me this morning, as well as Marjorie Waldo, who is the president and CEO of the Arts Garage, which was one of the benefiting nonprofits. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chuck, $92,420. That's incredible.
It was our best year yet.
Yeah.
3 years ago, we raised a little over $77,000. My goal was $100,000. I was hoping for that, and some donations have come in since.
That's
so
good.
Hopefully, when we get final tallies in the next few weeks, we'll have topped $100,000.
Before we get into this year's trip, for anyone watching, how did this all? You started in 2011 with your first ride. Where did this idea come from?
So I actually started the rides like in 06, 08, and then I decided in 11, why don't we do something good with the ride to raise money? So it started with the Delray Beach Education Fund. We were raising money through them for 5 nonprofits. And somebody suggested we take an educational tour with us, and that became Flat Stanley. So he's been riding every 3 years with us since.
Yeah, and there's some memorable moments with Flat Stanley on the journey. I know we've got some pictures we can show. I want to hear from you. What are some of the highlights of the trip?
This year's trip,
Yeah.
well, I got a bucket list item off, which was the Truck Stop 80 just outside Moline, Illinois.
Okay.
It has, the truck stop is so big, it has a doctor's office, a dentist's office, a salon. It's an incredible truck stop, so I hit that. And also the Four Corners, which I've never been to.
Yeah.
Which is the Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Colorado, where they all come together. That was pretty cool. And of course, always meeting the law enforcement from around the country is always a highlight for me.
Yeah, we saw some of the photos here at Stanley at Mount Rushmore. Also, a lot of good moments on the journey.
A lot of great moments.
Marjorie, for anyone who's not familiar with the Arts Garage, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So Arts Garage is a multidisciplinary cultural arts venue in the middle of downtown Delray, and we do live music, live comedy, theater, and consider ourselves community-driven.
Yeah.
So lots of cool stuff. If you haven't seen it, I can't believe you don't know about
right?
it.
It's right in the heart of downtown Delray. What does it mean to be one of the benefiting nonprofits on his journey?
So it's always incredible when someone sort of takes us under their wing and does something big to support us. But it was especially meaningful this year. We've raised almost $5,000 through this event alone. And with the recent cuts in arts and culture funding with the governor's veto a month or so ago, it's a huge beginning to our effort to recover those $70,000.
That's awesome. And Chuck, the Arts Garage has always been special to you, right?
Since they started.
Yeah.
It gave me a place to go, great jazz and blues, and been involved since they began 12 years ago.
And a lot of other, I mean, there was 15 organizations that benefited, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All kids. Kids have always been close to my heart, especially the underserved kids. And of course, dogs, which I've always loved.
Yep.
So.
If people still want to donate, can they do that?
Absolutely. The
Yeah?
links, they can still go to the link that has been posted, and they can donate to one of the organizations.
Okay. And the Facebook page is still live, right? If anyone
Always
wants to go see
live.
all your moments
Yes,
from the
and
trip?
you can go back to 2011, I think, and see pictures and trips, and a lot of pictures from this year's trip.
Okay, wonderful. Chuck, Marjorie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.